my beautiful people, and welcome to this week's weekly reading vlog. This week we are going in with a shit start to the week. I'm feeling rubbish with problems, so that's not great. But it is Monday, it is 8 p.m. Do I have reading updates for you? No, I do not. I was working today, was working from home because had to go to the doctor and lots of stuff I don't really want to go into, so that wasn't a great start to my Monday. And then I was going to listen to my audiobook but then just completely forgot, so I didn't do it. So tomorrow excuse me, I'm going to probably be working from home again, depending on how what I have going on is. And then if I am, I will listen to my audiobook. And I have the library kind of a bit up in arms just now because there's books double stacked to the new bookshelves until everything's organised properly, and I'm just not feeling well enough to like sit and organise bookshelves just now. So for picking up a book, I feel like I've only got my Kindle as an option because I don't know where any of my books are and they're just kind of all over the place. So I've got my Kindle here and I was going to start something. I was really wanting to start the third in the Discovery of Witches series, which is the Book of Life, I think, the third one. But I think I'm getting a bit burnt out with it. I do want to continue the series, but I've just read 2 back to back, and that's what, like, over 1,000 pages. So I think I just need like a little break, but I don't really know what I'm after. So I'm going to have a flick through that and kind of figure out and decide what I'm going to do. I finished watching My Unorthodox Life season 2 today because the new season's out. Finished that. That was fantastic. So much going on in that series. My god, so much going on. If you've not watched it and it's your cup of tea, then watch it from season 1 because it's really good. Season 1 and 2 are the complete opposite. It's bizarre, but that's what life is. Life just goes on and changes. But I seem to be going on a random tangent about TV shows, and you probably don't really care that much. So I'm going to go now and pick a book to read, and I will check in with you guys and let you know what I'm thinking of doing. I might even end up just watching TV. It really depends. I'm currently sitting here with a hot water bottle. It's got something on it. And yeah, that's all I really have for Monday so far. Hope you're all having a better week than me already, because this week has started off in a sucky place. Yep. Good evening. It is 10:05 and I picked a book and I read 53 pages of said book. So one of Daniel's favourite books is The Body by Stephen King, and I just decided, you know what, I can only read on my Kindle. I'm just gonna buy it off a Kindle, like off the Kindle store, and just read it. And I'm 53 pages in and I'm not hating it. The Body is based, the film Stand By Me is based on the book The Body, which I did not know that Stand By Me was even anything remotely to do with Stephen King. Now, Stephen King wise, I have not had the best experiences with him. I've only read Pet Sematary and Stephen King's It. Pet Sematary, I've heard a lot of people talk about how like scary and everything that is, and how atmospheric it is. Atmospheric? God knows. Anyway, I'm obviously too tired to try and explain that. But yes, so I just didn't get on with it. I didn't gel with it. I didn't think it was spooky. I didn't even think it was like that bad. I like the concept. I just felt like it wasn't done in the way that I would have liked to have read it, so I didn't enjoy it. Stephen King's It, I spent some time in lockdown reading that. I'm glad I read it. It'd been on my shelf for ages. If lockdown hadn't happened, I would have probably never read that book. I just didn't like the one particular scene that was in the book that just absolutely didn't need to be in it.
and that kind of ruined the book for me. So they're the only two that I read. So the body, I just feel, is completely different. I don't even feel like it's been written by Stephen King. It's quite strange. It doesn't have the same overly descriptive descriptions that he usually uses. There's not a lot of women in this book either, so far anyway, because he seems to sexualize women quite a lot generally as children. I know the books were written in like a different time and everything. Well, they weren't written in like ye olde times, but you know, they are like 40 years old, some books are 30 years old, but I just feel like he just sexualizes women and female children in a really horrible way, and I really don't gel well with that at all. But the body just seems to be totally different. So I am I am really enjoying this, and it's really short one as well. On the Kindle it's only 198 pages. So I'm on page 53. I've only been reading it for like an hour. It's maybe going to take me 3 hours to read this book. So I'm hoping to either have it finished tomorrow or the day afterwards. But I'm glad I'm reading it, and Daniel's going to be glad that I'm reading it as well, I'd imagine. But I just wanted to check in and let you know that that's what I decided to go for. Totally different than anything else that I was planning on reading. It just came to me. I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to read it. And yeah, really enjoying it. Like butter wouldn't actually melt. You can tell Daniel's not here tonight because the boys are just taking over that side of the bed.
Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Tuesday. Is it only Tuesday? Why does it feel like it's like, I don't know, Thursday or something? Does it feel like Thursday to you, Ziggs? Not sure. It's 5:05 in the evening. I finished work at 4, and then I've just been doing some cleaning in the house. I see you. Been doing some cleaning in the house, and Daniel's coming over tonight, and we are going to do some reading together. He's currently reading Kafka on the Shore, and I'm reading The Body by Stephen King. I got 53 pages into it last night. I think I told you guys that, I can't remember. So I want to get at least another 50 pages of that read, and that book's only like 198 pages, so I could get that knocked out pretty quickly. I'm also going back to the office tomorrow, so I could get some more reading done in the morning. So I could potentially finish The Body tomorrow if I really put my mind to it. Excuse me. Right. Okay. So I could put my mind to it and then could have it potentially finished. Audiobook wise, I didn't listen to any at work today. I was just listening to music, and then I spoke to Daniel on the phone for a while as well, which was lovely. And then we're going to watch Pagemaster. You literally have your hand down my top. Thank you. We're going to watch Pagemaster because I've never ever seen that before, and Daniel thinks I'm going to love it, so we're going to watch that tonight. I'm going to try and do some vlogging when Daniel's here because I need to get more used to it, because I am rubbish at vlogging when I'm around him, so I need to get better at it. So we're going to try that tonight, aren't we? Your best friend. Yeah? So I'm going to get them fed because someone is trying to tell me that they need fed ASAP, so I'm going to get that done. But I just wanted to check in and say happy Tuesday, and hopefully you will see more from me. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, Ziggy. If you're ever thinking about getting a kitten, just watch the videos of Ziggy. I mean, he's adorable, but you can't do anything. Bring it back. Bring it back. Gunner. Bring it back.
And maybe we'll do some Christmas baking. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna have a nice, festive, cozy 24 hours. I have a nice, big, thick, comfy.
Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Wednesday. It is Jazz Hands Wednesday, and I have just went outside to put the litter out, and it is snowing. The snow has come. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not a massive fan of snow. I love the autumnal weather where it's like chilly, but the snow, not a fan. So it is snowing. That is not good. I am hoping to read a little bit of The Body this evening and catch up with some more YouTube, because I have been catching up with YouTube and it's been really nice because I'm just so far behind. I listened to no audiobooks while I was working today. I was working from home again today, but I am back in the office tomorrow, and then I'm at home on Friday, and little Ziggy Zig has the vets on Friday after work, and he is getting his first set of injections. Poor wee soul, he's currently asleep. I've got NASA asleep and Gunner's asleep in my bed. The house is nice and toasty. We have the heating on. We're curled up, cozy. I've just made a biscuit tea, and that is pretty much a sum up of Wednesday so far. I will check in again with you guys later on to let you know if I've been reading. I will hopefully get some shots of snow tomorrow. But I'm not going outside in the dark now to go show you guys snow. So if there's still snow in the morning, I will show you guys some snow around Aberdeen. But until then, you will see no snow. Did you guys get snow this week? Let me know in the comments.
Video making has just morphed into this monster, or rather, perfectionism has morphed into this monster, and I'm making these quote-unquote perfect things.
I forgot to check in with you guys as well last night after you watched Pagemaster. So Daniel has been talking about Pagemaster for the last while, saying that I really need to watch it because I'd really enjoy it. But he was a bit worried that I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I maybe would have as a child. So basically the premise of Pagemaster, it's a kids film. It's got Macaulay Culkin in it, and he's scared of like everything basically. He's full of statistics, he's scared of his own shadow, ladders. He's just rattling off statistics about awful things happening and what the chances and likelihood of awful things happening are. And that's kind of how it starts. And then there's this really bad storm. He ends up in a library, and then something happens, and basically the film then becomes like illustrated. That is the best way to describe it, and I don't think that's spoiling it because I'm not really telling you anything else that's going on, and I think in like the trailers and stuff that is what happens. But yeah, basically Macaulay Culkin's character just goes on this little adventure, and it's amazing in an illustrated world, and I really enjoyed it. And even though I didn't watch it like as a kid, and it's not like a nostalgic thing for me, as an adult I can still appreciate it. It is a little outdated nowadays though, like the CGI, it wouldn't have even been CGI at that point. I don't even know what you would have called it. It was just animation basically. It wasn't top tier, let's put it that way. But I mean, the film was made in 1994, so for its time it was pretty remarkable, and I really enjoyed it. And next year I really want to make more time to watch movies because I love watching movies, but I just always put it on the back burner and I just never watch them. I always sit and binge Netflix and things. So next year I'm making more of a conscious effort to watch more movies. I own a lot of Blu-rays, a lot of DVDs, and a lot of them are still in their plastic packaging because I just never get around to watching them. So I really need to make more of an effort next year. Daddy wants to do the same. We want to watch heaps of movies that we recommend to each other. That was one that he recommended to me. I made him watch Practical Magic at like Halloween time, and he had never seen that before, and we watched the trailer for it, and the trailer for Practical Magic is terrible. Just putting that out there, it does not portray what that film is about at all. So if you watch the trailer for Practical Magic and think that looks shit, I don't want to watch it because it's the complete opposite of what that trailer is. But he really enjoyed it as well, but he didn't have the same nostalgic side of it that I did because I watched it when I was younger and grew up with it and loved it when I was younger, whereas he watched Pagemaster when he was younger and grew up with it. But I loved it even though I hadn't seen it. But I think it's just because it was about books. There were so many bookish references that I just got like instantly. I knew who characters were, what stories they came from, and it just, I don't know, I really liked it. And I'm not one for kids films massively, but I was a big fan of that. But I totally forgot to tell you guys about that last night, so I thought I'd come back and speak for 3 minutes about that movie and other movies. Have you guys seen Pagemaster? If you haven't, highly recommend and definitely watch. I've already said that, but I'm gonna say it again because I feel like it's that important. Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Thursday. It snowed. I got a small clip of the snow. The snow has kind of cleared away now. It rained quite badly, like during the day, so it's become that icy sort of shitty stuff that you don't really want to walk on because it just becomes a slip and slide, which is not great. I am away to Daniel's. It is currently 7:45 and we haven't even had our dinner yet, so I'm just away to his house just now. I went to see my grandma and stuff this afternoon. After I finish work, I will be working from home tomorrow. I was working in the office today, did my food shop and everything after work, so I'm all organised for the weekend. I have some book mail coming tomorrow. Well, to be fair, it's one book. I know what it is because I ordered it and I'm quite excited for it coming. It's Mistletoe Motive, I believe. It's basically about two booksellers that work in a bookshop, and it's kind of like an enemies to lovers type thing, and it's based around Christmas. One of them loves Christmas, the other one doesn't love Christmas, and Jodie from Vanilla Moon basically said that it was the best romance that she had ever read, and there's a little bit of spice at the end that was really good as well. So sold. I just straight up bought it. So after I'm finished The Body by Stephen King, I'm going to read Mistletoe and Motive because it's Christmas time. I'm not usually a Christmassy person, but I'm gonna become that person for a short period of time. I am about 114 pages into The Body per, maybe 114 pages. I think it's about 114 pages into The Body. So I am hoping to have that finished. I'm gonna do some reading at Daniel's tonight, and then hopefully we'll have it finished tomorrow. But we are going to see Jay and Holly tomorrow in the evening time, so there probably won't be much reading after I'm finished work. And Siggy's got the vet for his first hello friend, for his first vaccines at 6:15. Hello, what's happening? He's too busy trying to figure out what's going on with Gunnar and what Gunner's doing. Also, excuse this clothes horse situation. Like, I didn't know where to put it. It's kind of like wedged between my bed and the wall, and it's where I hang jumpers, and the cats have been on top of them. And oh god knows, they've probably been there for like a week and a half. They're definitely probably dry, but I've just not got round to it. But yeah, whether I vlog later on or not, who knows, because I'm going to Daniel's, and we all know how weird I am about that, even though he's totally comfortable with vlogging, but I'm terrible at it. But I am gonna love yous and leave yous just now, and I will hopefully check in again later. If not, I will see yous all on Friday. How is it Friday already? This is amazing. Hi Gunnar. Hello my beautiful people. Happy Friday. Who's away to the vet and doesn't know yet? You are. Are you away to get your first vaccines, huh? Out in the treacherous snow. The weather is frightful outside, and I just waiting for Daniel, and then we are going to go take Zigamus Prime to the vet to get his first vaccines, and then we're coming home, having dinner, and then we're going to see Holly and Jay and Phil and Laura, which I'm really excited about. I've not seen them properly in ages, and Daniel has not met Phil and Laura yet, so I'm excited for him to meet them. So I'm just waiting for him, and then we are ready to rock and roll, aren't we? Yeah? And they're not getting their supper until he comes back, because I'm scared that he vomits in the car or something, because the only car journey that Ziggy's had is the car journey when Ziggy came here. So I'm not sure how he's going to be at the vets. I'm a bit worried, I'm a bit concerned. I know Gunnar is an absolute nightmare trying to get into the pet carrier. Ziggy's going to be easy peasy in that aspect. I just don't know if he's going to go tits at the vet or not. We're just going to have to wait and see. I thought that was Daniel coming in and I was talking to you guys, but no, it's Nasa scratching the catchy. But yeah, I am just away to go now, get sorted, and then we're off to go and get his vaccines, and then yeah, I might see some of Daniel tonight. We'll just wait and see.
No, Ziggy. Drop it. Catch.
You have to let go of it.
I can't play. Fishing for gaps.
Expelliarmus. That's just like, what's going on? A stick?
Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Saturday morning. Please excuse all of the mess. This room is not completed yet. There's just mess everywhere, so just ignore it. Also, if you hear the seagulls, they're having a tea party outside and have been noisy for ages, so please excuse it. I have some parcels that I wanted to share with you guys. There's some books in here. These I'm not going to show you because they're just phone screen protectors, so there's absolutely no point and nobody cares about that. But I'm just going to get started. I know everything that is in these, so that's stuff that we don't need in there. This is the actual one that's got books in it. So now I really hope my sister's not watching this because I've got this for her Secret Santa, because I got my sister for Secret Santa at work, which was kind of amazing. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually work with my sister, and we're doing Secret Santa this year, and I somehow managed to be really lucky and got my sister. So Sarah is getting double the presents, but I saw this book that I pre-ordered and I got myself a copy as well, and I picked up it for her Secret Santa, and some chocolates. So my sister loves thrillers and things, so I picked her up Holly Black's 5 Survive. Now this came out like at the beginning of the week, I believe, but it only got delivered yesterday. Not entirely sure why. It did say that it was coming on Tuesday, which was really weird because I've seen people picking it up in the bookshop, but never mind. So this one says 8 hours, 6 friends, 1 sniper. So it looks like this, and then the naked hardcover is this. So it says you can't see me, but I can see you. If you try to run, I will shoot. So yeah. And did I say Holly Black? Did I even say who it was by? If I said Holly Black, I apologize. It's Holly Jackson. And if I didn't say that, then just pretend like I just didn't say that. So I got myself a copy of this, and I got my sister a copy. So there should be another one of them in here. Another one. It's amazing. 2 copies of the same book. But I know she'll really like that. And I liked Holly Jackson's Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've not read the others in the series yet, but I will be reading it soon. And then I'm really excited about this one. I'm planning on reading it the weekend. I am not Christmassy in any way, shape or form. Usually I like gift giving. I like finding gifts for people. But when it comes to like Christmassy shit, I'm not big into it. But I got myself this. So I saw it on Jodie's channel, Vanilla Moon, and it's the mistletoe motive, and I was going to get it on Kindle, but unfortunately you can't actually get it on Kindle, so I had to purchase it. So this is a slow burn, enemies to lovers, holiday romance, perfect for fans of The Hating Game and You've Got Mail. I've never seen You've Got Mail. I've never read The Hating Game. I do own it. It is on my list of books to read at some point, but Jodie said that this was one of the best romances that she's ever read, and it's spicy. What more do I want in a book? That is exactly what I want in a book. So I picked it up, and it's a bit bent though, which makes me incredibly sad. It's only 179 pages. So this week's plans, well, weekend plans, I plan on finishing The Body. I've maybe only got about 60 or 70 pages left of that, and I want to read this in its entirety. I want cozy, nice, warm, good feels. That's what I plan for this weekend, because the snow is still all over the ground. There's meant to be more snow and I'm full of the cold. So I just want to have all the nice chill vibes and just read as much as I can. I am away to go to the optician to pick up my new glasses. Automatic sprayers. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that automatic sprayers go off all the time in my house. But yeah, I'm away to pick up my new glasses, so I will show you guys. I've got 3 new pairs. I will show you them when I have got them. And I don't know if I'm going to really browse around town. I'm not really sure. I might go into Waterstones and have a wee look. I can't remember if the Evelyn Hugo special edition has been released yet or not, and if it is, I really want it because I love that book. I've read it twice now, once physically a couple of years ago, and this year I've listened to the audiobook, which was amazing. If you have the time and you can audiobook, listen to the Evelyn Hugo one. It's really, really good. Vet wise, Ziggy yesterday was the cutest, cuddliest little cat at the vet. He got his injections, didn't even bat an eyelid. He was just basically in my arms. He was giving the vet cuddles. He just loved it. He is the most calmest cat that I have when it comes to the vet. It blew my mind. He came home and Gunnar basically was like, you smell funny, and hissed at him and was mean to him for like a good hour, which was rubbish. But then he kind of settled down, so they're buddies and stuff again now, which is good. And then Daniel and I went to Holly and Jay's with Holly, Jay, Philip, Laura, and our friend Gary showed up as well, so that was really nice. It was just a nice chilled night. We got home about 10:30, and then we watched some Dead to Me and then went to bed, because Daniel's not watched Dead to Me and he's on halfway through season 2 now, and I've not seen season 3 yet, so I'm waiting for him to catch up and then we're going to watch it together. Not finished Wednesday yet, but here we are. And Ziggy, size wise, so Ziggy got his checkup and like a health thing done yesterday and got weighed and things. Now Ziggy is 7 months old, and Ziggy is quite a long cat, and he's gonna be a big cat. I got told that he is half Bengal, so he is gonna be massive. He weighs at 7 months old 4.5 kilograms. That is the same weight of Gunnar, who is 3 years old. I was about to say he was 4. He's not 4. NASA's 4. 4.5 kilos. They said that Ziggy is going to grow up to be 7 or 8 kilograms. He is going to be Bowie size. Mind blown. I could not believe he was 4.6 kilograms. And she said he's not even overweight either. He's like really healthy. He's really lean. He's just a really big cat. And I always get really funny because I'm like, is the vet going to tell me one of my cats are a bit overweight? Am I going to have to like restrict their food a little bit and like be more careful about what they're eating? No, that's not the case at all. 4.5 kilos. He is a kilogram lighter than NASA. NASA's 5.5. What is going on? Anyway, this has been an extremely long update and I really need to go because it is currently 9:42 and I am going into town at 10 to 10. So I need to get all wrapped up and all cozy because it's absolutely freezing outside. Then I'm coming home, might go to Waterstones, we'll just see, and I'll see what I film and stuff, and I will show you guys my new glasses when I come back. Hello my beautiful people, I have returned. Oh my goodness, it is so cold outside. So I went and picked up my new glasses, which I'm going to show you guys, and I nipped into Waterstones. It's the only other place I actually went to. I went into the Body Shop as well because I really wanted to get some hand cream, but it was really busy and I just didn't want to be around lots and lots and lots of people because I'm full of the cold. It is just the genuine cold, but I didn't want to be spreading germs or anything. But in Waterstones, I did say earlier before I left that I wanted to get the special Waterstones edition of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo if they had it, and they had it. To be honest, for a special edition, it's not like fantastical. It's not one of the best special editions out there, but sorry, I needed a wee tea break. But I love this book so much and I want to have more than one copy of it. I do have just the paperback of it and I didn't have a hardcover, so I decided to get this one. And it's green, and I mean, I love green and it is what it is. The story inside is amazing and I just wanted to get it, and it was just on the off chance if they had it, and they actually had heaps of copies of it, which kind of blew my mind a little bit. So yeah, if you're in the market for one of these, Waterstones have a lot of them, in my one anyway. Check your click and collects and things and see if you can get yourself hold of one of them if you want to. But like I said, that was just on the off chance. If it wasn't there, it wasn't there. I wasn't going to be incredibly upset about it, but it was, and I bought it. On to the glasses. They gave me the cutest little Specsavers like bag. I've never had this before. Usually you just kind of get your glasses in your case and off on your merry way, but today I got some glasses. Today I got some glasses. Yes, today I did get some glasses, but I got them in a nice little, Jesus, nice little bag. So we're gonna start with, these are my glasses that I wear quite a lot of the time. I have a really small head, so I generally wear kids glasses. So the ones on my face are actually kids glasses, and the ones that I've got today, I've got one pair of teens glasses, and then I've got two pairs of Liberty glasses, which are for like petite frames. So if you're ever struggling with like glasses and having a small head, these might be some options for you. But I'm gonna take off these ones, and then I'm just gonna get into it. So the Liberty case, for starters, is absolutely beautiful. It's like a hard case with little flowers and stuff on it. Not really my aesthetic, but it's not awful. These ones remind me of Harry Potter. So they are circular, and they've got, you probably can't see them, but they're like gold rimmed, and then the legs have like flowers and things on them. You probably can't really see them very well, but yeah, so this is my first pair. They're just very Harry Potter-esque, but they're subtle, they're petite, they fit my face. I don't feel like they're too like outrageous and out there, and they're really comfortable, and I really like them. I love the fact that the legs have something on them. So this is my first pair. Don't know what else to say about that. Love them, really comfy. I have to get the legs curved quite a lot because of small head syndrome, but you know, the price we pay for being able to get cheaper glasses, I suppose. That is one perk of having a smaller head, is being able to get smaller glasses. The second Liberty pair, again, hard case shell, love it. These ones are like pink framed, love them. These are filthy. How did that happen? Got little marks and stuff on them. I'll clean them in a minute. I am obsessed with these. These have the little design on the side as well. These are my favorites. I just love them. The woman in Specsavers was like, I'm so jealous that you have a smaller head because you can wear these. Pink is my jam. I love it. The glasses that I usually wear are like pink rimmed, but these are like clear pink. Absolutely love them. You're probably going to see these on my face quite regularly, and the circular ones, because love them. Love, 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 love. I also put my black rimmed frames, if you've seen me wearing them, in to get new lenses, because Ziggy has been throwing them about my living room and scratched the lens, and it really bugged me, so I'm getting my new prescription into those ones, which is awesome. And then these ones are just Specsaver ones, so hard red case, not in love with it. It's nothing like the Liberty one, but these are just Specsaver's own ones, and I think these ones are from the teen section, and they're like a metallic-y purple with like a dip dye kind of lighter purple in the end. And these just look like this. They're slightly bigger, they're not super fancy, they're not as small as the other ones, but I didn't want to just have teeny tiny glasses, but I think these ones fit okay. So these are my least favorite out of all of them, but I liked the darkness to them, and then the fact that they were lighter here, and I don't feel like they're like taking over my face, because the problem with having like a smaller head and then wearing glasses is sometimes it feels like the glasses are invading your face, and you want them to just add to your face. You don't like, so you can see, you don't want them to like be the only thing that somebody's staring at. Like if I was walking down the street, someone's not going to be like, oh my god, that glasses are taking over her face. You know what I mean? I think I know what I mean, but whether I'm executing that well, I do not know. I feel like I've done so much talking over the last couple of clips that I need to get some reading done, because I've not given you guys any reading updates. And also my cat content is pretty low this week as well, so I'm going to have to film some of the boys. I am away to have some lunch because I'm absolutely starving. I haven't eaten yet and it is 11:40. So I'm going to make something to eat. I've made myself a cup of tea and I'm going to finish the body this afternoon. And I'm going to start the mistletoe motive as well because I'm very excited about that. And then I think Daniel and I are chilling tonight, which will be really nice. So I am just going to go and get all of that done so that you guys don't have to listen to me anymore. I also am meant to have my Illumicrate box coming today. Whether it comes or not, I'm not entirely sure. And once it comes, I'm going to get that filmed as well, and I'm going to film a couple of other videos because this channel has just kind of become a vlogging channel and that was never my intention. So I need to get a couple of videos done and get them up before Christmas, including my Illumicrate unboxing. But there will be a couple of other little videos coming too. They might already be up, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But yes, there is videos coming, so this has not become a vlogging channel, just so you are aware. If you like the fact there's vlogs, the vlogs will still be happening, don't panic. But I am going to go now because I've talked for 7 minutes and it's time for me to skedaddle. What are you all doing cuddled up together? Is it because it's cold? Ines Pints. Gunnar, are you loving that? Giving Ziggy all that attention. At least you two are talking now after you were being cruel to him after he'd been to the vet. Yuki Nasa. It's not like you to curl up with everybody else. Adorable.
I am 68% of the way through Book Lovers, and I'm fucking loving it. Also, I'm like, I feel like she's a counterpoint 6.
Hello my beautiful people and happy Sunday. It is absolutely freezing today. It's like 1 degree. There's still ice and snow and everything on the ground and I am so cold that I cannot feel my fingers. I've got something called Raynaud's disease, which basically means you've got really crap circulation, and this is what happens. So I'm going to hug this cup of tea, which is frowned upon if you've got Raynaud's because you shouldn't try and heat them up really quickly. But it's really annoying not being able to use my hand properly, so I'm just going to hug this cup. But I have come here to say happy Sunday and to let you know that I finished the body last night. I didn't check in with you guys and let you know that I finished it, but I have given it 4 stars. Now, I didn't think it was the most fantastic story in the world and not a huge amount happened. It's about 4 boys, 4 young boys, I think they're 12 years old, and basically there is a body somewhere and they want to go and check it out. And that's pretty much the premise of the story. They just basically, it's their journey to this body and kind of their journey afterwards. I have read Stephen King before. I've read Stephen King's It, and I've also read Pet Sematary. Now, Stephen King's It, I absolutely hated it. There's a scene in it that I just thought was unnecessary, did not need to be in that book at all. It was over 1,000 pages. It was so descriptive. I think it got 3 stars, and that was like being generous. Like, I would have 1 starred that for sure. But I dedicated so much of my time to it that I just couldn't, and I don't even know how I got through that book and got through the end. It must have something to do with the fact that the world was in lockdown and I had nothing else to do. Pet Sematary, I've heard of so many people saying that it was really scary, it really gripped them, it gave them the creeps. It didn't do that for me at all. It just fell really flat for me. The body, however, I don't know if it's because it's a shorter book, so it was totally less descriptive for Stephen King, but I just like the way that how he built the friendships up in it. I really enjoyed all the emotions that went along with the journey that they went on. I really liked the ending of this book. I think this ending is actually what captivated me the most. It was really sad. I didn't expect it to be as sad as it was, like the book in general. Obviously, they're going on the search for a body, but I didn't realise from a 12-year-old's point of view how that would be and kind of how they would go into their adult life with discovering things like that. So it was really good. It got 4 stars. It's the top rated Stephen King that I've ever read. It has also put my faith in Stephen King back a little bit because I was kind of sworn off reading any more of his books. But I do collect a lot of Stephen King's and I would like to read the likes of The Shining, Carrie, and they are slightly smaller books. I'm hoping that that means that they're kind of not in the realm of It, because everything is kind of based on It. And I hate that. But it was what I liked about the body is the fact that like Maine and Derry and stuff were mentioned in it, and obviously because I've read It, I've heard of those towns and cities, well, towns and villages, so I thought that was quite cool. I read it because it's one of Daniel's favourite books. I think from a female reading that book personally, there was a lot of bits in it that I wouldn't have found as funny as Daniel did. Daniel found quite a lot of things in the book is funny, but it's like little boys farting and like doing like little boy type things, whereas from a female perspective I maybe don't find that as funny because growing up as a girl we didn't act in the way that those boys acted, if that makes sense. So I can see why he really likes it, and I can see why I've kind of got like a different opinion from it. And when I was explaining that to Daniel, he was like, all right, I can kind of see what you're meaning. Like I wouldn't be going playing in mud and things like that, whereas that's like what back in the day, like when I was growing up, like little boys were doing. They were playing in the mud and they were farting and like being gross. They were being little boys. Obviously in this day and age now it's totally different, but from my perspective as growing up as a little girl, that's what the little boys were generally doing. Not all little boys, but most of them were playing in the mud and like spitting and like doing gross stuff and like fighting and all that. So yeah, that is my wrap up of the body. I did that in 3 sittings and I'm quite impressed with myself. So I started that this week and I finished that this week. I can't remember if I told you guys, but I've also started listening to the audiobook of The Chamber of Secrets. I'm only about 34 minutes into it, but I am hoping to finish that next week, but I'm probably not going to get any more of that done in this vlog. I am going to start Mistletoe and Motive today. It is currently 11:06 and I've just got home from Daniel's, so I've put the heating on, I've just getting the last of my washing done, and then I'm going to curl up and get a good chunk of that read. I could potentially finish it today because I think it's only about 100 and something pages, but we will just have to wait and see. Daniel did mention that he might want to hang out later on and have a cozy day and watch movies, so that will obviously affect my reading plans. So I'm going to try and cram in as much reading as I can this morning and early afternoon, and then I'll kind of see how the day takes us. We are meant to be going to see his mum today, but I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go because she's working and she might be really tired after work. But I have spoken for enough right now. I just wanted to give you a wrap up of my thoughts and feelings on the body, but I will be back soon.
But it was like I had like a really like terrible fever, like illness for like months, and they thought it was the flu. They just kept saying it was the flu over and over again, and like whatever. And it was like my fever was so high, like I got the back of my teeth had to get filled in because they like melted essentially. Because if you're growing up and you have like a fever really high, it's like
Hello my beautiful people, happy Sunday evening. It is currently 20 to 7 and it's me ending the vlog early. I'm waiting for Daniel to come over. We are going to watch the first Harry Potter movie, which just gives me all the Christmas feels, and we're basically going to watch one movie every night that we're hanging out together, so that's going to be really nice. I just wanted to come in and round up the vlog because I just want to enjoy that time, have my video edited and be uploading whilst we're watching it, because sometimes I leave the house on a Monday morning and my vlog has not all uploaded and my Wi-Fi when I'm out and about just doesn't cut the mustard when it comes to that. So I like to have it all done, ready to go, know that it's going up at 12 on a Monday. So I'm going to wrap up the vlog. I have been doing some reading. I am 50 pages into the Mistletoe Motive. I have heard a lot of people like comparing it to The Hating Game. I've never read The Hating Game, so to me this is like a new thing. I don't know if it's exactly the same concept or exactly the same storyline. I don't really know. I'm enjoying it. I'm not hating it. I like the enemies situation that is currently going on from what I've read. I like the whole setup of the bookshop and one person liking Christmas and the other one being a Scrooge. I really like that setup because I feel like Daniel and I are very much like that. Daniel's very into Christmas, whereas I'm kind of like the Scrooge. So I really like that aspect of it. I did kind of want to read that book in its entirety this weekend, but it is what it is and it didn't happen. I will have that finished next week though, definitely. So my reading plans for next week are finishing The Chamber of Secrets on audiobook and finishing Mistletoe and Motive. And yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. It's quite long this week. Are you guys impressed? I haven't vlogged this long in so long. So I'm super proud of myself that I've picked up the camera and been more focused on vlogging this week, which is great. I will be back next week at the same time and same place at 12 o'clock on a Monday. I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend, your evening, your morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this. What are you guys all reading? What are y'all doing that's Christmassy? Pop it down in the comments, all the things that you are getting up to get yourself into the festive spirit. Next week's vlog will have a bit more festivity in it. I have decided to call my vlogs Vlogmas because I vlog every day anyway, and I might as well just call it Vlogmas because I didn't know what else to call last week's vlog, and I vlog all year round anyway, so it was just easier to call it Vlogmas to have it separated. So this week's one is also going to be called Vlogmas Week 2. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will see you next week. Have a nice day. Bye.